Well, Shipra, thank you so much for helping with my project. I thought maybe we could start off by you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, it's I'm from India, as you know, from Chandigarh. And if it is for the people who are listening it, then I'm just a housewife as of now, mother of one very naughty child. I used to work on Hindi projects, but right now I'm not doing any such. So it's nice being just a housewife.
How old is your child?
He's 7 years old.
Oh, wow. So he must be in what, second standard?
Yes.
What are some of the things he's interested in?
He's not like a regular child, I feel, because he does not like talking about his books and all. He just like all that unspeakable YouTubers and all things. And he talks about there are biomes. He talks about there are we have another world, those kind of things. I don't know where from he gets. I think it's Alexa that is
Oh,
training.
well, you said biome, so like desert and forest and ocean, that type of thing?
Yes, I mean, actually, he just love like nature, animals, all those things, and YouTubers that he follows makes him crazy. And whatever he learn from them, Minecraft game is one such I hear every day. You must also be knowing about it, Minecraft and all. That's all.
Yes, I have an 8-year-old nephew, and he's really big into those things too.
Yeah, I just tried to made him learn Scratch program recently.
Oh, wow, that's fun.
Yeah, he liked it, though he was not able to move his hands properly on the laptop actually, because the fingers on the laptop and dragging is very difficult. With the mouse, it is very easy.
Yes, you're talking about the touchpad is difficult to use.
Right, right, right. But he tried his hand, and I found him doing it with very good interest.
So is he into astronomy or space or rockets or anything like that?
I don't think so. It's just that he's just a beginner in all these things. I've just bought him an encyclopedia. He opens some book, some page of it, and he asks me sometimes what was in Stone Age, uh, what happened after that, how we used to look. Do we have weapons at that time? All sort of questions.
That sounds really wonderful that he's so curious.
And for the school books, he says they are lazy books.
It's too easy for him, you're saying.
I don't know. It is very difficult to make him understand those books. But when it comes to the reality life and all, children actually grasp much faster. And this age, this era, children are everybody is very good mind. Is every it's their mind is like very calculative. They are not like I feel they are much faster than us.
They're quicker at figuring things out, but they know less to work with.
Yeah, yeah. Many things are there. I mean, it's all changed. I have to deal with him every day. Deal, half an hour study, half an hour TV. Deal, okay, no deal. All those things goes on daily.
Constant negotiations, huh?
Right. How about you?
Well, my sons are 21 and 17. Uh,
Oh,
So they're more independent. So I have less control and influence, and they're also less interested in maybe doing things together like they may have once been. They want
So,
to go do their own stuff.
so one is doing if you are interested to tell what exactly they are doing.
Yeah, so my 21-year-old, he's entering his last year of college. He's
Mhm.
going to Carnegie Mellon University, so it's like 2,000 miles from our house. So it's really far away. But because of this whole COVID-19 thing, um, he came home in March, and he's been at home doing school remotely since then. And then my younger son, he's entering his last year of high school. So now he's starting to apply for colleges. And his school also was online since March. So both of them have been at home all the time. And actually, how has the whole COVID-19 thing affected you? Are y'all going out and about, or are y'all stuck at home?
Actually, it was a crazy thing for us. What happened was that I went to Delhi on 13th, I guess 11th or 13th, for a doctor visit, normal. And I think 20, the COVID happened. I was about to return to Chandigarh, and I was stuck there for 40 days.
This is in
And
March.
March, yeah. And my husband took decision to take my son to his native in Himachal. It's a village in Himachal that my in-laws place, and where the COVID has no sign, and he can live freely, all greeny over there. It is like it's actually in Himachal. You must be knowing Himachal is called, okay, it's a cold place and full of green, and it's nature everywhere. So he was free over there, no use of mask. There were kids, there were lawns. So he spent 30 days without me, 40 days without me. And in May, I got a chance to go to Himachal directly from Delhi. So my husband came all the way from Himachal to pick me up, and then we got together after 40 days. And
Wow.
he lived there without me for 40 days.
But at least he had his parents there, and are your parents, right?
He
No?
did not even bothered about me. He did not even ask me to come there. He knew that mommy will be coming, so will the work and the routine and the timetable and everything. So he wanted me, please, Nanu, keep her back, keep her there only.
Oh my goodness. But the timetables are very important. Setting up that structure, it's key. So it's difficult, I know.
It's like very difficult for a person like me, because I can discuss sometimes later with my child when he'll grow up, that this timetable was most difficult for me to set up, because I don't like it. Myself was never a timetable kind of a person, but now I have to do it.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's once you mess up one time, then it's like, but mommy, yesterday we didn't have to, like this.
Yeah. He says that you forget, mommy, you forget. The moment you will forget after 2 hours, I know.
I know they're so clever. Uh, all they have to do is just keep studying us and
Yeah,
figuring out our weaknesses.
right. It's like, a totally different life than when we met first, I guess in way 2003 or 4.
Yeah, a
online.
long time ago.
Yeah, there were no, there was, I wasn't married and everything was different. And now it's like all around, just surrounding by my son. Everything goes around him.
I know that's been my story for the past 21 years too. And now that my younger son is almost out of the house in the college, now my wife and I have to figure out what are we going to do that we won't be completely surrounded, have to mind that our life won't be completely consumed by our kids. Will we go travel, pick up hobbies, take care of our nephews? I don't know. Mm.
So basically, what's your plan? Because you know what, I can feel it that once the child grow up and goes, you miss them daily, and it's difficult to rather live at that time. That's why I try to enjoy this moment the most I can. Because if I would be busy, I could have employed myself. I'm telling you, you know that I was trying to do business and all, but um, business my husband is running. I'm no more in trying to make extra money just to make myself busy and my son doing extra works or doing something which I don't know. He's busy with tutors, he's busy with other people, and I'm just trying to mint money. So I actually decided, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong when I'm, if in case the money problem comes, but I felt that inside that I want to spend this time with my son.
I think you're made a good decision. I think you're 100% right.
I don't know, because sometimes when the money problem comes, then there are everybody who tells you you were wrong, you were wrong, you were wrong. So
Yeah, yeah, but a lot of that's because they need to justify their own choices. So
yeah,
if they're off working at a job all day and their kids are with the tutor and all this, they have to tell themselves that that's the right choice too. So they apply that same value system to you. But underneath it all, maybe they're really jealous.
yeah, maybe. I do know, but it is very difficult to think like that. And when there are very few people to back you up, the problem is this: majority of the people thinks the same because they follow the society. And
But
when you,
it used to be the other way, right? I mean, used to, the mom would stay home and take care of the kids. And if they went to go work, then people would say, why isn't she taking care of her kids? She must not like her kids, all this. I mean, it used to be the exact opposite.
no, no, it is. But in my family, I'm talking about, because they knew that I was working, I was doing business before marriage. So they keep on telling me, why you are not doing right now. It's a good time. After some time, you will not have that much health and energy, which I feel so. When I started something when I was 20s, and now I'm in 30s, it's different. The
Oh, wait
energy is
till
still.
you get to your 40s.
I don't know what will happen, because I seriously worry. I seriously worry because the energy is totally different.
But a lot of it is controllable. Making sure that you're exercising, eating right, that you're getting good sleep, that you're living in, kind of like a safe environment and things like that. I mean, all these things play probably a lot bigger influence on our energy level and health than our age does.
Yeah, 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 and that I understand. But I'm little out of the place in this thing. I'm trying to fit myself properly so that I can plan the future good in this regard at least. And what about you? You tell me. Enough about me.
Well, um, so I work from home, and I could probably stay at home for all week long and not see anybody but my family. So I came up with this project to take like and a thing that I really like, which is space exploration and space travel. And so NASA is planning to send people to the moon in 2024. And so I got this idea. I do an interview with somebody in person every single day till the end of 2024 to see what they think about it and stuff like that. So I was going to like the coffee shop and to the stores and to the people on the street and saying, "Hey, I'm doing this project. Would you answer a few questions for me?" And anyway, with the whole COVID-19 thing, I've had to move it all online. So it's not been quite as beneficial as maybe it would have been if doing it in person. But it still allowed for me to reach out to people I've lost touch with, like you. I haven't talked to you in years.
Yes.
And so I think it's good from that standpoint. And it's given me kind of a lot of information about the range of views of how life could be and the future of humanity and things like that. So that's been kind of my project that I've been working on. So I've done almost 200 interviews so far, and I have another 1,600 more days to go.
So basically, what will happen after that?
Oh, I just stopped the project, so I'm just counting down to there. I just it has a nice end date, so but what I'm hoping is in 2024 we actually do have people land on the moon, and as we approach that date, you know, more people know about it, be thinking about it, and maybe it expand their vision of where humanity could go. And so I thought these interviews would be a good way to kind of capture that range of perspectives and how it changes over time through one-on-one conversation.
Okay. So basically, what they will do going on moon?
Well, you know, a lot of it depends upon kind of like your view of the future of humanity. So, you know, a really basic question is, do you think humanity is only going to be on the earth forever? And whenever the earth goes away or what have you, humanity goes away? Or do you think that eventually humanity will branch out into the rest of the solar system, like to the moon, to Mars, the moons of Jupiter, the moons of Saturn? Will we create like spaceships that are able to have people on them? Will we create spaceships that eventually go to other star systems? You know, so you really, at a fundamental level, you know, what is the future of humanity? It really boils down to one of those two things: only the earth, or the earth plus something else. And so I think that's a good place to start. Whenever you think about the future of humanity, which one of those do you think is more likely? That we're going to be stuck on the earth forever and will never go anyplace, or that our destiny is to actually go out and spread life to the rest of the solar system?
It's a bigger question and rather more technical, because I have been watching Avengers and all, and I see a lot of, you know, extraterrestrial things over there. So I'm scared of them. You know, the things, the creatures there, the some like whatever they show, because I just enjoy movies. So I was watching all these Avengers, and I was seeing that Titan and this planet and that planet, and I was just thinking, if actually it is 1% reality, I mean, you know, then it would be a wrong choice of going there. Earth is at least better. We know the dogs and the elephants and all. And how about handling them, the ones we don't know at all? But
Well,
yes, if there is a chance.
well, I mean, that's an interesting point, right? But, you know, I mean, there's a lot of risks to just staying on the earth too, because you always have the risk of like meteor impacts. You always have the risk of some type of disease, like something worse than coronavirus, that would affect literally everybody on earth. You know, so just staying here also poses some risk.
Yeah, a risk is everywhere. I tell you one example. We are from plains. Like I am from plains, from Delhi. Okay, you must be knowing Delhi state.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep.
So Himachal is a totally hilly area. The roads are bumpy. One side it's the hill, and other side it's all that. What do you call that? The khai. What do you call that? I don't know. Cliff, falling from
Okay.
that cliff thing. Okay. So whenever I go there, I used to feel in the beginning, I used to feel very scared. So one sentence I heard from my mother-in-law was because they belong to that place, you know. So they said, uh, if the death is to come, it can come anywhere. It can come here. It can. You might also get an accident in Delhi and die, cardiac arrest. Anything can happen. Similarly, if you have to die in mountains, you will die there. But you can't leave your home just for the reason thinking that you will die here. I mean, it's risky here or it's not risky here. So that time I realized, yes, I can live there. I mean, before that, I used to think, no, 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 I can't ever think of even living in a mountain area because of those very dangerous roads. But now I understood this fact. So I think the same applies that maybe if we can live here, we can live there also.
Yeah, I hope so. But I just some other questions. One is, do you fly that often?
Fly. No, I just flied once in my life.
And what did you think about it?
It was okay. I didn't feel much about it, frankly. I used it as a vehicle and I felt nothing.
It
And
got you to where you needed to go.
no, 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 no. It was not that. I had some pressure in the ears. That thing is a problem for some people, I have heard in the airplane. So that thing was bothering me. So I put some cotton in it or no something, and the passenger who was sitting next to me helped me with the talks he was doing. And the moment we landed, he said, "You should thank me because I kept you engaged." So that was my journey actually. And frankly, it was like that. I am uske after that there was no chance that came. It was all road trips.
But do you think it's safe flying?
Yeah, I think so because accidents can happen anywhere. Flying is safe. Rather that flying from the plane, that what do you call that? That adventure. I really wish I have a heart of doing it, but I don't think so.
Are you talking about where you jump out of the plane and you have the parachute, the skydiving,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, one
I
of my
wish
friends, he's a skydiving instructor, and he's like done like hundreds of jumps. I'm scared of heights, so I just can't see myself doing it, but maybe.
yeah, that's what. Now we think like I am scared of. I'm having hydrophobia. Whenever I'm inside water, even in the tub, if I just put my head down and it is inside water for a minute or two, I feel like, oh, I'm choked. So it's with everybody, one or the other thing. I think we can't do with it.
And so, do you swim?
I don't swim. I don't like the dirty water and all. I feel that I don't believe in the people actually. was swimming with you. I don't believe in the people, what they do in water and how clean they are. So I never swim for that reason.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, they have special chemicals they put in the water so that you know, if you mess it up, you'll be caught. There'll be a black
Yeah,
cloud around you.
I know. But the thing is that, I was not that sports kind of a person from the beginning. So it was like, okay, fine. If I don't swim, I'm happy. We sometimes just go to the places where there are low water and we just put our legs over there and we just keep on jumping. That thing I like, but not like just swimming all together. My imagination, I have done it many times, but not in reality.
Well, so the reason I asked you those questions was to kind of put your answer into context about this next question I'm going to ask, which is, if it was safe and affordable, would you have any interest in going into space?
Yeah, I would. I love space.
Oh, you would. You would. Would you go for just like a trip around orbit, or would you like to go to the moon for like a week or two, or are you talking about like going many months and years to Mars?
If I'm done with my son, I would like to stay there for at least 15 days. If my body, mind, and everything stays fine, because I know that many factors that are needed to be stable, to be there. And if it is there, nothing like it, because I'm a person who likes the moon, stars, and everything since I was very young. I was very small. I used to just think of becoming a small scientist, but I hardly know physics, so I can't.
Maybe that's something you and your son could study together.
uh, Physics doesn't go in my mind. I try to visualize things, but it does not. If the visualization is not there, then you can't do physics. The problem is that
Mm. I,
I took
but
science.
but you know, I mean, a lot of it's maybe mechanics, for example. You know, um, you have like masses on pulleys, and you have like balls rolling down, you know, tracks, and these types of
Those,
things.
those things I'm learning with my son. Actually, he's having a mind in that. This is what I felt, because here in Indian School of Robotics is there,
Oh
and
wow!
yeah, they have those what do you call those small pieces of
Is it like the Legos,
hmm?
the the Mindstorm Lego robots? Or
Lego, yeah, Lego. So I had him join that, but after Corona, it all stopped. So, but I didn't find much of his interest. It was just that it was like, because he's small, what they are doing is do this, do this, do this, do this, join this. It is
yeah,
done.
there's
So
no problem solving.
yeah, so the child will not have that uh, creativity thing in mind. Okay, what I am doing, I am not doing anything. So that's what. And when it comes to the scratch, which I made him learn online, just did right now, I think a week ago, he was doing things. He was very happy. I'm done, sir. I'm done, sir. I can do this. I found the color. I found the background. I found this picture of this wizard. I can color the balloons. I can fill this. I can copy this. Delete, mama. You please go side. I can do this myself. So that thing is more. He need engagement.
That is awesome. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they have to be wanting to do something and then trying to figure out how to get there, as opposed to having a set of instructions that they're just blindly going through.
Yeah. This is what I found. So plus, I can't take him to places because my husband is having a night job. So I decided to take up the online classes from now for whatever he will learn. He will have his own options, I guess, because if programming is something he wants to do, he will do. He's very small right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to explore so many topics, art and music and literature and writing and math and
He
science.
likes maths, he likes English, he likes science.
That's definitely fun. And then try to touch on these other subjects because you don't know how his interest will change 4 years from now, 8 years from now. He might be interested in something completely different.
Yeah, I'm sure because when he was 4, I guess, he was mad about cars. Now he does not see his cars at all.
I think that's very common. I I've seen my nephews when they're younger, they love the little toy cars and pushing them around and collecting them and showing them off. And then after a while, it's something else.
It happens. It happens. They are all evolving, and I feel that I have learned this from my in-laws' place. They were like 10 kids. We put up too much into city life. We you know what do you call attention of the child is much from the parents. They get a lot of attention. They should get average attention. If they get average attention, na, they perform better. If they get like a lot wholesome of attention, they feel like uh, I have seen a difference in the kids. I see them in village and here because it's a total different. Their name is coming in the newspaper for GK. One of my family person's daughter. So it was okay, fine, like okay, good, but fine. But here, if it will come, oh wow, 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 wow. We will tell him, we will tell that person, we will tell that person. So you know, I feel that we are more alone here. That's why we keep on just thinking about our kids, obsession about them that actually make them mad also. This is
Yeah.
just my observation.
No, I know. I totally agree. I mean, I think that's like part of the challenge with like our children was we totally focused on them and everything was about their schooling. And then it's like, you know, like regular life things are a challenge for them, like doing laundry and dishes and all these other activities, which they're part of life. You got to be good at those too. They can't be always about, oh, I need to 100% spend my time on stuff like
No,
school.
yeah.
So, well, Shipra, I really appreciate your time. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, 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 it's fine. Thank you. It was really great talking to you.
It was good talking to you, and I'd love to interview your son sometime over the next 4 years.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you have a good rest of your day.
Okay, you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.